talk about it, that's what really matters. Hustling, that's what matters. That's what matters.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jacobs to start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, this first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Wayne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Buccaneers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Running here with Wright. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumping.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, and it's third down. Look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Gardner. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have retaken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here we go, 11. Here we go, 11.
Off play action. Jones. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained it very well. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
60 average, 60 average.
First down, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Mustang
At the
19.
42-yard line.
Hurt. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Gardner. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Gardner. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. He may go. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Will Gallis now on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
21.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. Still shedding tackles. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and 2, Gardner being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Open man, that's Renfro. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like, oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Gardner buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They stay on the ground with White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. An even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go street. Buffalo 18. Ready.
On first down, Gardner. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on first down, Gardner. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now White lost the football, Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 69 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Here we go, get set.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Jones throwing on fourth down. Touchdown! Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up third and 3.
In motion left, that's Gage.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
From the gun on third down. Gardner able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Gardner throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 20.
Seven Pirates!
Operating from the gun. Gardner. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Trucks over him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Elijah Cansey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
21.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Opting to run again here with White. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On third down, Gardner eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Looking to throw. Jones. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
And the Raiders first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second and 10.
11. 12. 21.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Breaks through the contact. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready?
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And quickly they get to the line. They keep it on the ground. White again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really